my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. So it is Make-A-Wish Day. We are on the final pattern for the top. You know, there is also a pattern for the backing, which I have for this year. Instead of doing just a wide back, I am putting the backing like the pattern has it. But we are finishing up the top. And so let me just put a, let me put a picture here. So there is a row of diamonds on the top and the bottom, like you see in this diagram. And there's a spacer between them and then a border around it. And so that's all the stuff that I have to do. This makes the quilt a rectangle instead of a square, because at this point she is a square. So here are mine. There's two of them, one for the top, one for the bottom. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Bobby, our ambassador, who has been helping me sew for the Make-A-Wish, which is going to go to charity for them to auction or raffle. I believe they're going to do a raffle again of my quilt for Make-A-Wish to raise funds. And you did so well last year, putting in your bids, was putting in for buying raffle tickets. It was just amazing. So for mine, it is two fabrics, this floral and then the small blue. So that is the same for both of them. And I will do that and show it at the end, because what I want to do is film the rest of this, and then I will take a break and sew all that on. And by that time, it will be, I will film the end of this video tomorrow, because it'll be too late to be filming. Alrighty, so I promised you the other day to talk about, I talked about my projects and getting sort of a master list, but I also talked about the fact that there were times when I really want to do a project that I see that is so cute, but I haven't in the past many years really had a lot of extra room in my schedule, because I didn't really have the space for it. So I want to be making space for that. But one of them I just kept looking at and thought, well, dang it, I am going to make some of that, if not the whole throw, because I think I need a collection of peach color quilts. I don't need a collection of yellow and whites or yellow and creams, but I think I need something with a little bit more peach. I have several, but first let me show you the quilt that got my brain going. This is a pear quilt by my friend Joanna Figueroa of Fig Tree Quilts. And comes from her book, which in the book, it's not in these colors. So let me show you the book and then some of the fabrics that I got and sort of what my plan is going to be. Joanna did a fabric line called Fruit Salad, and it was reds and blues and navy, with her signature green in there. But then she did that peach color pear quilt. And so let me show you the book, because it is fantastic. If you love fruits, this is a super book to have, because she not only shows you like the different fruits in a repeat block, but then she has a couple of patterns where she's used multiple fruits, which is just so fun. Oh, the fruit salad. I love that fruit salad. Okay, so here is okay, I have to read it upside. Yeah, this is blueberries. So blueberry pie. As you can see, look how cute that is. And if you had a lot of blue scraps, this would be just perfect. Just perfect for that. Okay, it's easier for me to face me first. Okay, the next one is candy apples. And for those of you who are candy apple crazy people, so I first want to know, if you love candy apples, are you the red candy apple, kind of like this is going for, or are you the caramel candy apples with nuts? I have to have the caramel. I have to have that. Not in nuts. I don't like the red hard candy coating, although they're gorgeous. I always look at them and think, oh, they look so pretty. Okay, so that's the apple. And then she's got a couple green ones in there. You could put yellow apples for yellow delicious. Then she has cherries Jubilee. So there is the cherry quilt. Look how cute that is. I love those little 9 patches in between. They just make it. All right, what else do we have? This is, she has a lemon chiffon. I didn't know it was that name. They're lemons. The blue, the green, see now, this is green and yellow. I don't know. Is this got enough yellow to be one of my yellow and white quilts? It might have a little bit too much green in there. but it is cute. Then she has orange blossoms. Ta-da! Orange blossoms. I love those. Love, love, love. And she does a lot of variety of backgrounds. You can really see it in here. A lot of her patterns. She has a large variety of backgrounds. You can see it in the photo, the up-close photo too. Okay, is the pears next? Come on, baby. Here they are. This is pears in a row, she called it. And she did red because these were featuring her fabric line. She had reds and green pears and yellow pears. But I am going to do with those peach tones like she shared on her website. Okay, oh, and there's a pineapple. She also has a pineapple. There's the cute pineapple. Look how, see, I already have a pineapple quilt, but that is a cute one. Okay, then after that, so she did the pineapples in multiple colors. That's adorable. And then she took and made some multiple quilts with all of them, all of the fruits. So look at this. Look how cute that is. I love it. And you could do all scrappy backgrounds. You could use up a lot of little pieces of fabric you have left over. Here's a smaller lemons. Look how sweet. That'd be cute as a table topper, or like even these would be a great size for like a baby quilt. See, look, there's blueberries. There's one with pineapples and cherries. They're all just so darling. Do we have another one? Table runner. There's table runner version with that little checkerboard in between. It's pretty cute. And then she has some tiny little pillows that you put in a bowl just to decorate with. They're also darling. Okay, so this is what I got, and I want to do those pears. And I think for her peach color pears, she did that the same size. So it's 58 by 70, and they're rows. Let's look at it again. So there's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 rows, which that's not bad. That's not bad. I have a lot of Joanna's fabric already. I've worked with Joanna's fabric a lot over the years. I have a couple. That's why the peach version really struck me, is because I have a couple of quilts already in the peach version. I'll go and get one in a minute and show it to you. It's not one of her designs, but it's something I used her fabrics for. So, but I don't always keep all of that stuff, or I use it and then I don't have space to keep the older stuff. And so I do have some of the peach fabrics, but I didn't have enough to do the quilt. So I ended up getting the cinnamon and cream petite bundle. So let's take a look at this. Oh, I also got the pin, the pear pin that she did. Look how cute that is. I gotta put it on a bag or something. Okay, so this bundle has a little bit the cinnamon color, the little darker peach. So I don't know, like this. See, I'm not sure if I'm going to put those in there or not, but these are the fabrics in the bundle, and they still have this bundle. So look at this. I hadn't seen that one. What was that fabric line? I don't know. Is it telling me? Oh, autumn is the second spring. Oh, this was cinnamon and cream was the fabric line. So there we go. So this is probably okay. That darker. This is a little bit more reddish, but I might put those in, and then a light for the background. And then I'm not sure if I'll put these darker ones in. I may leave those 2 darker ones out. The green, the tans I can use. There's a peach. There's another, the dark cinnamon. And then the green I can use, and the peach, and another peach. And so those are all of the fabrics from that fat quarter bundle, which that gives me a really good variety. Then the quilt has a border, and so I got the peach because I really wanted to have emphasis. And when you put that border on, it really makes you, the color of your border, particularly if it has any kind of size to it, sort of gives a feel for the color of the whole quilt. If you change like from a navy border to a green border, and even though the interior would be the same, people are going to look at that and go, oh, it's a green quilt, or it's a navy quilt. So your border helps dictate the color you want it to appear. So I'm going to do that, and then I got the light for the backing. Okay, so let me just show you. Let me get that other quilt, and I want to show you some of the other fabric that I have. So in my cabinet, in these drawers, like here's the basket that has binding, but in these drawers I have these threads I showed you the other day. This is like office supplies and scissors, and then down here is some French General fabrics and fig tree fabrics. For some reason, I have been collecting these together, whether I used them in a project or whatever, but you can see I have some peaches down here. There's a peach down there. I have got some of her greens right here, these greens. I've got this tan. Oh, there's another peach and tan. So I'm going to pull all those out. And down here in this bundle, there's also some oranges. So whether I'll dig in there or not, I kind of kept that for, see, that's a project that did not get on my list of what to do, where I actually have the fabric and the pattern, this house pattern. Yeah, that's for Christmas, but I want to do a Halloween one or a fall one. Whose fabrics are those? Whose fabrics are those? Those might be hers, like little browns. And so anyway, this is where I don't need blue, I don't need black, don't need light blue. I just need, see, there's a peach, a yellowy. I could maybe pop that yellow in. There's a couple yellows. I could maybe pop some of those in too. Okay, and then this is French General. And yeah, okay, so that's the other place. First, let me say that I have part 2 of my master project plan stuff, but it was going to be on today. I had it in the folder, but it's a little too long to fit in today, so I'll have it either Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. Maybe tomorrow even. I'll have to see. It'll be later this week, one of the other ones this week. So it's coming, but it's too long for today. I just forgot it was in there. Okay. I put it in my folder, you know, because I was trying to be organized. So here is my fig tree fabrics, and this was done in 2013, and it was the blocks on the outside were from Amy Gibson, who did a thing called the Sugar Block Quilt Along. So she did all these blocks. You know, her website she's moved on. She's not doing this industry stuff now. Her website is gone, so you can't get the blocks. But the center one is in my Teach Me to Machine quilt. The center star is in my Teach Me to Machine quilt. And this was all quilted by my friend Cindy, and she did all of these orange peels. And I'll see if you can see them well enough. So there's orange peel. Let's see, I think you can see them on the back. Right? Can you see them? See the orange peels in the border? And then she did smaller ones on the blocks. So it's just so cool. And this is kind of the peachy tones that the pear quilt reminds me of. The backing on this is a lot of browns that I had. And this does have some pops of turquoise. I won't put turquoise in the pears. I won't do that. But yeah, so this one, I think Amy she did a couple of books that are still out there, Amy Gibson. So if you're interested, they're blocks, they're sampler blocks, so they're all out there, just types of blocks. It's just and there's no setting. I just kind of did the blocks, and then I did this whole thing just, on the side. Okay, so I thought I'd pull 2 others. I've got, I think it's called Starlight. It's a free pattern at the Fat Quarter Shop, so I will link it below in the description box. This has got a bit more orange feel to it, well, the backing is very orange. Let me see, it's big. No, I don't have a label on this one yet. So, okay, it's got these cute little ballerina girls that were Heather Ross fabric, and then I used that stripe, and then I fussy cut the circles in the cornerstones. So there. And so this is another one I consider kind of peach color. It's got an big overall swirl for the quilting. But the backing also is pieced with a bunch of, this is like in the middle is an Amy Butler print, and actually the orange dots are also an older Amy Butler print who also does not do fabric anymore. Then I did the stripes that I used for the sashing, also for the binding. So there we go. So that's another one of these peachy orange. Now that one's a little bit more vibrant. See, I don't have them all in that sort of soft peach, but I thought I'd just pull these out and show them to you. And the last one is less peach, but while I was looking for those, I found this one, and it is from my Holiday Hoopla book, which is, it was the last book that I had published. This is my last published book. So I hope you have it. It's out of print, but you can still get some on Amazon. And there it is. It's called, what is it called? Celebrate Friendships. So there it is. Let me show it to you. I love this quilt. Love it. And it has a peach background. It's a peach solid. And I thought, you know, it's got the peach and gray are such a fabulous combination. Peach and a little aqua, peach and gray. So I thought this kind of gives the same vibe. So I'm going to do the pairs. And I realized I actually, when I did that order, had a few other fabrics. So here's another very, very tonal peach. Reads kind of solid from a distance, but it's got a little bit on there. I picked up these ones as well. And then I need to have backgrounds for you know, how we are quilters. I need backgrounds that have some pattern on them. So I actually picked up this one because I had a lot of peach. I have to go through my lights. I have a lot of bins of lights. And then I had to get this green because the little houses. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And this one, Christmas Stitch. So this is by Joanna. So I linked to all of her fabrics. So I don't know if it's still available anymore. But that bundle I showed you is available. So that gets you started if you now have a peach obsession like I do. And I'm going to do the pear quilt from here. Yeah, the pears in peach colors. I don't know. I just like the shape of the pear. I just think it's really cool. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do now is sew the borders. Put the diamonds on the top and the bottom. There's a sashing, then the diamonds, then there's an outer border. So I'm going to do all that, and it'll be tomorrow when I do the wrap up for the video. So my top is done, but let's go outside and take a look at it. So here's the top. It's a nice still day, and it's hot and humid, but the quilt doesn't care, does it? So here's the top. So pretty, right? So I have everything ready. So it's all ready. So I can do the backing next month. But I will actually be working on the backing and filming the backing part and setting this all off so that by the end of August, the Fat Quarter Shop has it so they can do all of their filming and get it ready to go up for bidding. Yay! I hope you love it. It's with my drawing room fabric and then this beautiful gray background from my friend Christopher Thompson's line Blossom. So there we go. So it turned out so cute. I love the drawing room fabrics on that gray. They just look so good, right? Oh, okay. So my other little obsession that I did was I worked on the pear quilt a little bit. This one that's in the book, Fruit Salad by my friend Joanna. So there we go, fruit salad. So I wanted to show you what I did because after I finished this, I decided to cut some of the fabric and take a look and you know, really get it organized. Now I do want to show you, this just should look side by side first because the pear quilt that she did, like she was doing a bundle of peach and cream fabrics, and so she did a top with just the pears and peaches and cream, but there's also a few other changes, and I want to show you that because that's how you can take a pattern. Well, let me show you. So what I did is took this basket from the top of the rolling cart, and that's where I'm going to keep it, in the top of a rolling cart, and I pulled, I got the fabrics I showed you, I pulled all the greens out, I pulled a bunch of lights, peaches, the browns like I showed you. I'm not sure I'm going to use those browns, but I kept them in here. Fabric for the stems there. And then I pulled these to do 2 pairs, the first 2 pairs. And then I decided to go ahead and pull, and I'll show you those in a second. Then I pulled some yellows to do a yellow and then a yellow in peach because I cut extras. Here's pair parts. I cut extras while I was doing it because I think there's 18 pairs total. Okay, so let's take a look. What did I end up with? All right. So here are the 2 pairs that I made at about 9:30 the other night. I just sort of like, okay, I'm going to make some because they're just so cute. I want to make them. I decided that I will make all of the stems the same. And so I cut all the stem fabrics. You know, they have different backgrounds, so I didn't chain piece those. Then there wasn't much of that stripe for the leaf, so let me show you that. Because I don't have much of this green stripe, I'm going to go ahead and cut everything I can from this and then cut companions to it so that there will be several leaves done with these 2, as many as I can get out of this stripe. So I decided to just make it simpler. There would be like 8 of these with the same fabrics, which is fine. And I might flip, her pattern has all the stems and leaves going the same way, but I might just rotate this, you know, flip them and rotate them and have a couple of them going the other way. So what I'm going to do is probably cut 2 to 4 at a time so that I can just have it and just sit, because it's pretty mindless once they're already cut. So if I do a couple at a time, pulling different backgrounds and whatever, and I'll show you as I go along. And if you want to make pear quilt or cherries or blueberries or oranges or like something with all kinds of fruit, this is the book that it's coming from. All right, my friend. So, okay, it is Make-A-Wish Day for August. So you have the final part to put the top together, and then you can decide if you're done or if you're going to piece the back like I will. And next month in September we'll get the backing pattern. All right, I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.